What's going on, everybody? It's time for another video, but this time instead of doing a fight breakdown, we're going to do a little bit of training. So I want to start off with jumping rope, a little introduction to that, nothing crazy. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button right now and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you catch upcoming videos. So I got to say, jumping rope is probably one of the best workouts I've ever done in my entire life. And if you're not doing it, you need to start doing it. And I think you'll agree once you start. So anyways, some basics here before we get into the actual jumping rope. I want you to make sure that you have the right length of the rope. So a good way to do that is stand on the rope with your feet together, stretch it up, and it should come up to about your armpits. The handles will. Also, if it's not, they don't make ropes in different sizes typically, so you see the knots that I put in the ropes there. That's to help get it to the length that you want. So typically I'll put a couple knots up by the handles to help get it at the right length. Starting off, I want you to put the rope behind your legs. And you're going to be on your toes when you jump rope. You're going to almost mimic a fighter's stance. As a matter of fact, Bruce Lee said that to get the greatest benefit, you should mimic closely to the event, and that's in training of any kind, warming up. Jumping rope is a great way to warm up, so you want to mimic kind of what you're doing in a fight, no matter what you're doing in training. So jumping rope is one of those examples. So typically you're on your toes, and as you can see here, you're not exactly in a fighter stance, but you're close to it. And I'll show you in some other videos that you can actually jump rope in more of a fighter stance. But this is the basic traditional way that people will jump rope. You can see that I am shifting my weight from my left foot to my right foot, and I am using a very rhythmic fashion of jumping on my toes. I'm staying on my toes, basically very loose. My knees are loose. I am comfortable. I'm relaxed. I'm spinning the rope, keeping my hands at about waist level. You can see that my hands aren't moving very far. They're staying in kind of a circular motion, very much around the waist level. My arms in totality aren't moving a ton either. There is movement there, but you can see it's a small circular motion. And you've got to train yourself on when to jump. The timing is all based on the speed of the rope. But typically, your mind will start to realize when you need to jump based on the sound of the rope hitting the ground. So I'm actually jumping based on the sounds that I'm hearing, based on experience, and you'll get that too as you go. But you want to use a consistent speed unless you are trying to increase your heart rate and decrease your heart rate. But as you get used to starting out jumping rope, make sure that you use a consistent speed so that you can get used to the timing. As far as the rope goes, I do want to say that it's important to get a rope that typically is heavier than the handles. I used to have a rope that had weighted handles, and while it was a good rope and it led to a good workout, I prefer using speed rope. There's leather ropes out there, there's plastic ropes out there. I'm using a plastic rope here. I think that those can move a lot faster. The weight of them typically is a little heavier than the handles. You can find some good ropes on boxing websites such as Title Boxing or Ringside. So check those out. And one final note on the length of your workouts. You should be working out for as long or longer than you actually perform in your sport. So for you amateur boxers out there, you're doing 2-minute rounds with 1-minute rest. You should be doing the same for your jump rope workouts. 2-minute rounds, 1-minute rest. Do 3-4 rounds of that. And you should be doing longer, so consider doing 3 minutes of working out with a 30-second rest. You will feel the pain. You'll feel it in your arms, you'll feel it in your legs, you'll feel it in your lungs, but it'll be good for you. So subscribe, and until next time, see ya.